Hello everyone. Hi Aileen, hi Anna. So I'm gonna wait until a couple more people connect and then I'll go ahead and start. Suspense. So, okay. So I guess I'll go ahead and start, and then people will come in when they want to. So, welcome to the second week of Journey to Hip Opening. So we're going to keep on going into the subject of releasing tension in the hip area. And we're going to try to focus on the muscle that's called psoas muscle. So it's a really important muscle that's the only muscle that's connected to the top of the body and the bottom part of the body. So it's connected to the lumbar spine on the inside all the way down to the femur, going through the pelvis area. So it's a very important muscle and it has effect on a lot of things, including the hip area, pelvis area, and tension in all of that area. So we're going to try to bring a little bit of attention to the psoas muscle today. So we're going to go ahead and start. So we're going to start lying down today. Go ahead and lie down on your mat, and we're going to bring our feet out from the legs, like not very far, just enough so that you have a triangle shape and not too close so that you're pushing your feet into the ground. So go ahead and lie down and bring your knees falling together. So the knees are touching and your arms are out to the sides with the palms facing up. And just before we start, we're gonna take some very deep breaths all the way down into the abdomen and bring our attention into the psoas muscle in the hip area and try to release it without moving here, just relaxing it, calming the muscles and telling them to relax. So close your eyes, take a big inhale, and exhale it out. Inhale and exhale. So you might not feel anything at this moment. It's a very subtle feeling, so just keep on breathing in any case. The idea is to relax before we start moving. Trying to breathe as far down in the abdomen as possible. You don't have to go 100%, just about 70% of your capacity when you breathe. And then slowly we're going to extend the left leg out on the ground and bend the right leg into your chest and interlace your fingers behind the leg. And you don't have to squeeze your leg into your chest. Just lightly bend it in and feel how everything's happening in the groin area, if there's any tightness in that area. And just rock your leg from side to side. And generally, if you have tension in the psoas muscle, you'll feel it in the groin area when you're doing this movement. So just bring your attention there and see what's going on and breathe into that area. And we're going to switch to the other side. So extend the right leg down and bring the left leg in and gently hug it into your chest. Same thing here, just moving the leg gently from right to left. There might be one side that's tighter than the other. In my case, the left side is always tighter for some reason. This has probably a lot to do with your posture, the way you stand, the way you walk, and the way your pelvis is tilted. Just a general pattern that we don't pay attention to and that our body has gotten used to doing. And release the leg. Bring both legs in and rock up to seated. And we're going to come into a child's pose. Bring your big toes together and open your knees to the side. Bring your forehead down to the ground. Extend your arms out in front of you and release down. And go ahead and breathe nice and deep once again into your stomach and feel the hips sinking down into your heels. And the lower back releasing. So this may seem like a very simple posture, but if you get it right and if you give it patience, you can actually go quite deeply and with a very low risk of hurting yourself. Keep on breathing. And slowly we'll come out of the posture. Bring your hands under your shoulders. And we're going to come up into downward facing dog. So press into your hands, tuck your toes in, and bring your hips up towards the sky. You can pedal your legs from right to left a few times just to open up the hamstrings a little bit. Relax your head, look back at your feet. And really press into the hands and the feet and come to center. Inhale, exhale, side out. And with the next inhale, you're going to bring your right foot to the front of the mat in between your hands and come into a high lunge. So bend into the front leg. Bring your arms up and over. And check if you can see your front toes. So you're slightly pressing your knee out. And your hips are facing towards the front of the mat. So try not to release your stomach and let yourself come forward. You slightly tilt the pelvis in so that you're engaging in your lower back is not curving in. And slowly we're going to bring the back knee to the ground and bring your hands inside of the front foot on the ground. Tuck your back toes and bring the back knee off the ground. If it's too much for you, you can keep the knee on the ground. And you're just going to start making little circles with your front knee, just coming deeper into the posture and breathing into the hip area, the groin area, psoas muscle. And come back to center. Bring the knee back down on the ground if it's not the case. And if you're able to, you can come down onto your elbows. If you can't reach your elbows down on the ground, just stay onto your hands. As long as you try to keep your chest open and not round your back, then it's fine. And try to keep your right knee close to your body. And breathe into the hip area. And slowly come back up on your hands if it's not the case. And you're going to slightly walk your right foot out to the side, flex the foot, and open your knee to the side. So you can bring your hand on it and gently open the hip, open your chest, and look up. So you're also taking a little bit of a twist here and really releasing the outer hip area and the psoas muscle. Really great release. And you can pick up your back foot and grab it with your right hand. If it's too far, just stay as we were before. Make sure you're really pressing into your hand into the ground and that the front foot is still flexed. And with the exhale, you gently bring the foot in towards your body, the back foot. Just gently. Make sure you have a little bit of engagement in your hips so you're not letting yourself completely fall down to the ground. And relax your foot back down to the ground. And press back into a child's pose again. And just take a second here to see the difference between the right and left side. If there is any, what are you feeling in the hip and the groin area? And let's press back up into downward facing dog again. Bring your hips up to the sky. Exhale. And with the next inhale, bring your left foot to the front of the mat in between your hands and come into a high lunge. Bring your arms up, bending the front leg. Same thing here. Have your knee over your heel and lightly press the knee out. And make sure you're engaging in the lower back and the glutes so you're not curving the back in. And slowly, let's bring the back knee down to the ground. The hands come on the ground on the inside of the front foot. And you can either keep the back knee on the ground or tuck your toes and take the knee off the ground and start making little circles here. Opening into the outer right hip and the psoas muscle on the left side. Come back to center, bring the knee back down on the ground if it's not the case. And if you have the possibility, you can come down onto your elbows if you're able to do so without rounding your back too much. And breathe into that area. Try to relax your face. Sometimes this can be quite intense, so remember to not bring the tension into any other areas. And if it's too far for you, always back off. And come back up onto the hands. Walk your left foot a little bit out to the side, flex the foot, and gently you're going to push into the left knee with your hand. Just gently open your chest and look up to the ceiling. Taking a twist. And you can pick your right foot off of the ground and grab it with your left hand. Inhale and exhale and gently bring it in. Don't sink into your right shoulder, so push into the ground with your hand. And gently release the foot back down to the ground. And once again, step back into child's pose, just checking in here how this feels on the left side, also on the groin in the right side. And let's come back up and lie on our backs. So go ahead and bend your knees, bring both feet on the ground, and we're gonna bring the right ankle over the left knee with the the right foot flexed. Now, if this is already intense enough for you on the hip opening, the outside of the hip, you can stay here. Otherwise, bring the left foot off of the ground and bring your hands under your left knee. So relax the left leg. It doesn't need to engage. Just make sure you're flexing the right foot. And with each exhale, bring the leg in a little bit closer to your chest and breathe into your lower back and right outer hip area. And gently release the left leg back down to the ground. Take your ankle off the leg and now bring the left ankle over the right leg, flexing the foot and bringing the right foot off the ground, interlacing your fingers behind the knee. And gently, with each exhale, bringing the leg in closer to your chest. And always keeping the entire back on the ground, so you're not lifting the lower back off of the ground. Keep on breathing deeply into the abdomen. Try to relax your shoulders. You're not bringing your shoulders up as you bring the legs towards you. Just relax them. And release your leg back down. Bring your feet together and let your knees open up to the sides. You don't need to engage here. Just really let gravity do the work. Open your hands to the sides and just breathe deeply into this area that we just opened up, the whole groin, lower back, psoas muscle, and relax for a second. See if you can really feel any difference in that area. Just try to bring your awareness there for a second. Maybe today you won't feel any difference, but maybe doing it another time, another day, you will be able to see a difference. Sometimes it comes gradually. Also depends on how you feel during the same day that you do it. There's a lot of little details that can make a difference. And you can stay here as long as you want, just really relaxing, and you'll see that gradually your knees are going to come closer to the ground. And slowly we're going to bring our knees back up together. Roll to one side and come back up to seated position. And that's all for today. For me, it's a very short 20 minutes session. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave any comments if you enjoyed the class. And of course, if you want to take any longer classes, I am on the mYani platform as well as a lot of other really wonderful teachers. And in any case, I will see you next Thursday for the next mYani Journey 2 session. So have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye.